University Stadium in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We're headed toward the backstretch of the season, week 9, and we couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the North Dakota State Bison and the New Mexico Lobos. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
North Dakota State's head coach told me before the game he has great confidence in the line of scrimmage and their ability to run the ball today. That's because he has got an experienced back. With a freshman quarterback, if he doesn't like what he sees, he can hand it off, and they will plan on having great success up front. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So North Dakota State lined up and ready to kick it away to get this thing started. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So New Mexico's offense will go on the attack first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a chance.
Makes a grab and room to run. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there.
There's some room. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Lobos come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking to pass. It's Daly. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got him. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Lobos, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. It's on target and complete. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
The Lobos have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Lobos!
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And now North Dakota State gets its first chance to go on offense. And this sophomore wide receiver is a playmaker, coming off a game of nearly 100 yards and a couple of scores. Look out, he's got room. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looks as if he's going to run it. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running inside, it's Scott. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. A 3rd down try for the offense. Here comes the option. Keeps it himself. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. They bring the punter onto the field now. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun to give to the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Daly. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
He's got an open man. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead as we get a look at the stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Now the play fake. Looking for space to the left. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Motion from the back. The give on the option. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone. A gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They'll run the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Here comes the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Here come the Lobos to get things going on offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Daly. Fires to the tight end. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him.
Got a little grass. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Lobos will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Time to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to do it.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here comes the New Mexico offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Lobos send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Quarterback may change this route. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Smith wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Now on the option. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. The Lobos are in the hurry-up.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Makes a catch at the 10. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The offense changing the play. Smith dropping to pass. Oh, they're after him. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Bringing the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Lobos will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. As we start the 2nd half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
I caught up with the North Dakota State head coach at the half. They have found some positives here during this 3-game win streak, but right now, trailing in this game, their backs are against the wall. They get an opportunity here to start the 3rd quarter with some more momentum, and he said, we can't worry about the win streak, we just have to worry about doing our job. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's got it again. Here's a little room there. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. All wideouts, no backs. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to throw. It's Daly. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
He'll take a deep shot here. Goes high to pull it in. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 or the 11. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Ready, go. Off the play fake. Got his man. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, New Mexico! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team, because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line, and he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. It'll be a draw. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. There's a crease. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Back to throw. It's Daly. The screen, and watch out. Powers through the defender. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Lobos will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. At the 20, he's got space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for room, it's Hatcher. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. They were lucky to get him out of bounds. What a return as he almost took him for the touchdown. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the option. Now the toss. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. This game will officially be in the books shortly. Gives us a minute to check out the top 12 and the scoreboard and see how those teams vying for playoff spots are doing. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The option look. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Making side adjustments here. On the option. Creates a little space. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Goes to the option. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. They'll run the option. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. The corners are walked up tight. To the air, it's Daly. Rushes on him. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The lone back's got it. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Lobos line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and look for room. He gets a block. And there he goes. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Going to the run, it's Scott. And he's in! Touchdown, North Dakota State! Getting set for the point after.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole. Through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
To the air, it's Daly. Safe completion on the screen. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. The Lobos will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Got his man to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Caught. And he will score. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. On the option. Pitches it. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. So this offense really needs to put together a drive as they've seen their lead whittled all the way down to a field goal. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Maybe a pickup of 2, and they'll stop him right there. And that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They feed him again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Lobos will punt this one away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Here comes the option. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
And here's the thing, strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play call.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. He wants to change this route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
They'll run the option. Keeps it on first down. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic if you think about it when this panicking ever really helps. But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on.